This is the Worship Team Training Podcast with your host and training director, Brannon Dempsey. Worship Team Training provides live workshops and online resources to help inspire, create, and transform the leading of worship. Now, here's your host, Brannon Dempsey.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Brannon Dempsey, the Worship Team Training Morning Tuesday show. What is going on? So glad that you guys are here and you made it through Sunday. Wow, how does that feel? You actually survived your Sunday weekend services. I don't know how, but you're here and you did. And we got Shelly right here, Shelly Conn, sitting in the hot seat. She's about to talk in just a minute. And we are going to be diving into a lot of awesome things. Nick Speak, what's up? Saw you this morning. Follow us on Snapchat and Instagram. Thanks so much. Good to have you. Izzy, what's up? Nikki Sit, what's going on? We got some great people coming in right now, Periscope and Facebook Live. And if you guys would, go ahead and... No, I don't talk too fast. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do that. I got a speed limit. A mouth limit. I hope you guys are doing well. What's up? Brannon Dempsey, WorshipTeamTraining.com. So glad to see you. We're just letting guys come in right now on Facebook Live and also Periscope. If you're listening to the playback on iTunes and iHeart and Spreaker, thank you so much for that. Your awesome script music. What's up? A lot of great folks coming in. Thanks so much for joining us today. Yes, where are you from? Liz from Connecticut. Awesome. And if you are joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome. Would you please do us a shout out and let us know your city, where you are, where you're from, all that good stuff, Facebook Live, Periscope, and we thank you. So, welcome. My name is Brannon Dempsey, and I'm a follower of Jesus. Also happen to lead, what's up from Charlotte, Nikki? Awesome, good. I lead a ministry called WorshipTeamTraining.com, and man, we got some fantastic, just over-the-top, fun things coming up that I want to share with you. We got some more great things coming down the pike. A lot of great people on board of WorshipTeamTraining.com, and I'm just so pumped of what God is doing. But more than that, we're so pumped that you are here because you guys make Worship Team Training. Thank you for that. Michelle, what's up on Periscope? Share the love, everybody. Please swipe and invite. Share out the broadcast on iTunes as well. Let everybody know what is up. So glad to see you. And what do? We talk about worship teams just like this. Who are we? Worship Team Training. We minister to church teams just like you, and church worship leaders and pastors across the country and the world for that matter. We have a lot of churches that are out in Singapore and also in Philippines, and we have some in France. And so, of course, we have all Latin America, Canada. Speaking of Canada, my goodness, we got Chris Vache coming up tomorrow at 2 p.m. You can't miss that. And so this is what we do. We do live training interaction just like this. And we also come to your church to do an actual workshop with just you and your worship team. We do local workshops and we also do regional workshops right now. And we have a fantastic directing crew doing that very thing right now. We're going to Wisconsin. We are going to Janesville, Wisconsin this October 13th and 14th. You can also see our full schedule at worshipteamtraining.com/events. If your city is not listed, well then why not? Just go ahead and plug it in. All you got to do is fill out the form and hit submit button, and then we can be right at your doorstep working with your little guitar players, keyboard singers, whatever that you got. And if that's not good enough, we also do our Worship Team Training University. You can find that at WTTU.co. And if you hit me up on my email, Brannon, BRANON, at WTTU.co, I can give you a quick pass. How about that? I'll give you a free trial membership for a month. You can try it out, but you got to act now because this offer is not going to last. But anyway, check it out because you'll see all the other cool stuff that we got. Videos, webinars. I'm making her laugh. It's just too easy. And we have... Also, our Tuesday shows like this, we air 11 a.m. Central like this every week. And we also do a special broadcast for our members on Thursdays, our webinars, our other weekly events, so don't miss it. Check out WTTU.co. Other than that, what's your struggle? What's your beef? You and your church, that's right. Are you guys still at war with all this stupid music stuff between what's happening with the hymn world, what's happening with the modern world? Come on. Can we all get along? Did I say that? Yeah, I did. Because, in the sense of making things right for church, we have to learn to love each other. Amen. Especially if God's called us to reach people for his kingdom and to lead others in worship. It's not about you. It may be about her, but it's not about you. right? So check it out. As I already said, tomorrow, Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, Chris Vache at 2 p.m. webinar. Also, this coming Thursday, the man who actually is the catalyst of this topic this week, Troy Kennedy, is going to be on the program this Thursday addressing our university members. And his whole beef is, sorry, Troy, but my tribe and the worship wars. He's done a series of videos on this, which I think are fantastic. He's an incredible worship leader, fantastic guitar player. I love his guitar tone, just so sweet. But he's going to be on this Thursday to talk all about why, how, what about worship, and that we need to not so much be talking about the war, but what are we doing about it? What are we doing about the preferences and all that good stuff? But that's why we have Shelly on board. Shelly is from the good, awesome Cal State of Nebraska at Reality Church, and she's joining us here. We're going to be hearing a little bit from her today. So let's go ahead and just jump right into that now. Shelly, thanks so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Awesome. It's great to have you back. How you been?
Thanks. I'm good. Did good.
Awesome.
Crazy but good.
Crazy but good. And you got your dogs in the background, are they?
That's right. The dogs are all sleeping.
Dogs, they're sleeping.
Good.
That's good. It's nice to put the children to bed, you know. It's a good thing. So, Shelly, let's jump into this. You know, when we talk about our worship teams, we talk about the whole idea of these, I don't know, wars have been going on like forever, kind of like, you know. Do you think that is the war still continuing? Are they still going on? This thing about, you know, hymns, modern, all that stuff. What do you think?
I think yes, but I think it's also died down. I don't think it's as big as it used to be, but it's still there. We've lived in Oklahoma and Texas. We were raised and grew up in Texas, but we currently live in Nebraska.
Good for you.
And I can say, just from doing ministry in 3 states now, it's actually worse in the South. Yeah. Is anything? I may get bad emails.
Why is that? Why? Okay. Her email address is Shelly at.
I do. I don't know why.
Why is that? Why do you think it's the South? Why not the far West Coast?
Hey.
Northeast. Why's it got to be the South?
I wish I could figure it out. I think maybe the South gets stuck in their ways, like this is the way we've done it, this is the way we've always done it. I'm not saying that the rest of the country does not, because they do. I mean, it's in Nebraska. I'm just saying I've noticed it more in the South.
Yeah, we understand the love. Southerners, yeah. We get it.
But I was born and raised in Texas. I get it. I do, but yeah, just an observation.
Just an observation. Okay, so, yeah, all right. So besides the stereotyping that you just did,
sorry.
You know, when people come on, usually they don't. Anyway,
offend you?
No, I'm not offended. Actually, you may be offending thousands of people that are watching, but you know that's true. Again, her email address is Shelly at. So what I want to know is, like, when we come to this war, like the hymns versus contemporary, hymns versus modern. And yeah, I agree with you. It has died down a little bit, because even in our church, it's not so pronounced, right? But it's still there, because you still have one person in your church, Shelly, that comes to you and says, why can't we sing the song more?
Right.
So now we get down to, is it a stylistic issue or what?
I think it's a stylistic, and I think it's preference, and it's too loud, or could it be louder?
Okay.
I think those are all, you know, around. I mean, we hear those things. So there's a fly. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see the fly in my face? It's like
no, actually, we're covering it right now, so don't worry. So I got my hand up there, so that no, you don't see nothing, people.
No, it's good. It's all good.
Okay, good.
It flies in Nebraska. But I mean, I've noticed in our church, like people will say, "Well, that was really loud," or "Could you?" We don't ever sing these songs anymore, or you know, it's preference. So
okay, so preference, so like you know, it's okay, I think, if people come to you and they say that, because you're the one who leads the worship. I mean, you guys chime in. Do you get that? Periscope, Facebook Live, what's up? Do you get that? Do you get people who come to you after the service or before the service and say, why can't we sing blah? What is it?
Right.
So, like, how do you deal with that as a leader? When people come to you, Shelly, I guess maybe the first question is, how do they present themselves when they come to you? Are they upset? Are they nice about it? Or is there like an undertone or of grief or what?
I don't know. I've had people come to me and say, you don't ever sing this song anymore. And I'll say, yes, but we have these really good songs that are new. While they may not be that particular song, that I don't sing that song anymore, we've grown, and like there's some better songs, and so we want to sing those. Not that we can't go back and sing the other ones. We can, because those are foundational songs as well. Okay, so I have a quick side story about the volume. So we had people come and say it's too loud. Right. Okay. And our pastor and my husband and his wife all went to a U2 concert last week. Yeah. And my first response was, it was so loud. Like, it was so loud. So that was our discussion after the U2 concert was, if people ever complain about how loud it is, we're going to tell them, or if they say it was too much like a concert, we're like, when's the last time you actually went to a concert? Because it was too loud for us.
That's a good point. Touche.
So it was a reminder of, concerts are really loud. And, yeah. I mean, it was just a funny observation that we made at the concert last weekend. But
yeah, I mean, you walk away and U2 is still singing in your ear 3 hours later. Right. It's like a bell you're having to de-resonate.
The stupid fly is still attacking me.
Okay, so the fly. Sorry. Pray the fire away. So I want to know this, like when people come to you, Shelly, how do you deal with that as a leader? When people come to you and they say, Shelly, can we sing this song, or why can't we do more of this? What's your default mode go-to of how to handle that situation?
Go talk to the head worship leader, the worship pastor.
Shift the blame. Rule number 1.
I personally, for songs that I lead, or they'll come and say, "Can you sing this song?" And I'll say, "We'll listen to it." But I just say, those are great songs, and not that we won't ever do them again, but we have really good songs, and we really try to go off the theology of the song. Is the song sound theology wise? If it is, then we want to sing that. We don't want to sing fluffy songs that are just, whatever, or bad theology. We want to lead people because, a song is in itself a sermon. And so we don't want to lead people in the wrong direction with the words we're having them sing. So the song is a sermon. So you're picking good songs, hopefully, that match that theology? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So with all this play going on about volume, it could be drums, whatever that it is, songs, we want to do this more, that more. What's the real war? What is the real war? I mean, does it really come down to guitars and drums and volume, or is it something else? I think it'd be a couple things. One could be that Satan's trying to put some rough in between people, or maybe they have a negative attitude about something, and they're having a bad day, and they're just going to gripe about it anyway. But I don't know that anyone's ever left our church because it was too loud, maybe, and I just don't know it. Or because I think we're really careful with songs that we choose that, I'm not sure. Okay, what about this? Have you looked at it this way? When someone comes to you and they say, yeah, but can we sing this song or that song? Instead of complaining, do you look at it as maybe it could be an opportunity? Yeah, because people have come to me and said, can you sing this song? And I've never heard of the song. Yeah. Or could we do this for, something? And I'll usually get on Spotify and listen to it. And I'm like, man, that's a really good song. Or if it's a really bad song, then I I try to go back to them and say, hey, this is a great song. We'd love to use it for this particular time. Mm-hmm. Or that's really not the best song because lyric-wise, here's kind of where it differs from what we believe. So I think it's a teachable moment, too, for me, as well as for them. That, there's songs I haven't heard of.
What's the teachable moment for you?
That there's songs I have no idea. I don't know it all. I don't know all the cool worship songs. So I think you need those people. Like our worship pastor, Wyatt, I'll send him songs and he'll, what about this song? Could you lead this song? And so we're talking back and forth about, is this a good lyric? Do these lyrics fit this song? And it's good for me when they say no, that song is a great song, but it doesn't fit our worship style. Mm-hmm. In that this may sound weird, but our church really tries to reach out. We call it Reality Ryan, if people are watching, that we want to make sure that we are reaching particularly, honestly, not just men, because that sounds bad. But if we can get a hold of the dads.
Wow, no, that's no. Let's jump on that train. No, that's you've already stereotyped once. Now it's happening. Yeah. So, no, seriously, no. This is good. You're trying to reach men. No, but that's true though, because when you're trying to, most women in the church sing anyway. Right. Okay. Right. So go. So then what do you do with the males in your church?
So we don't pick songs that are girly. I don't know how to, so, I had to lead worship and sing all the songs in the guy key, which was totally fine because we wanted the men to be able to sing the songs.
Right.
But if all we're singing is, how, I'm trying to think of some lyrics that I've heard, just things that a guy would not sing. He's just going to stand there. Then we're not reaching. I don't know that we're reaching his heart. We may be, he may be in the room, but man, we want to, if we can reach the dad and that husband, then we've got the family. Yeah. So that's our philosophy. And so we really try to pick songs. That's a great
point. That's a great point though. I didn't think about it that way. So like do songs that guys don't sing to reach them in the guy key.
Yeah. Sing them in the guy key.
So is that a lower key? Scott, is that a lower key? Is that like a groaning type key?
It is a lower key.
It's subterranean. No one knows what it is because no one can hear it. No one can sing it. Therefore,
right.
So.
We don't do all our songs that way, but we do try to be careful with what songs we choose.
Well, because guys are not singing in the key of Tomlin. They're not singing higher keys. Only the worship leaders sing that high. Scott, right? So anyway, so I want to know this. All right. Like, what about you? What is your personal war? What is your personal war? It could be about anything within what we're talking about right now. What is Shelly, what is your personal war?
Man, I made a video yesterday. You should go watch it. It's on my Facebook page. I wrote a song this summer that kind of talked about this, that in the spring I was faced with, God had called me to lead worship and I knew that and I was solid in that. And then in the spring he asked, if I take this away from you, am I still enough? And it really hit me because when I was a little confused by the question of, if I take this away and you never step on a stage again, am I still enough? And absolutely yes. And so I wrote a song in regard to that, just to kind of declaring who God is. And that's kind of what I've been not struggling with, but just meditating on the last 3 months over the summer. So I stepped away from leading worship. I was not on the stage at all for 3 months. And so that's kind of where I've been. I've been studying and writing, and it's been great. I just recently started leading worship again. But that's kind of where God had me, is just, if you never sing again, am I still enough? And so that there were days that I was, to be really authentic, really on my knees in my bathroom worshiping. And I thought, if that's the only place I ever worship again, then that is okay.
Wow.
So it's been, I don't know why, I never understand fully why God sends you through things, but I've definitely grown a lot and definitely studied a lot and journaled a lot. So it's been a couple months.
Wow. So I love that. I so love that. If this was the last day that you can sing or you couldn't sing, how would you worship?
Yeah.
Do you think that if we as leaders went into that on Sunday morning, would that change our whole perspective about our church?
I think it would. When I got on stage after the 3 months to lead worship, I thought, man, it's such an honor and privilege to even get on a stage and God call you to lead people to himself. But I feel like there's such an urgency with, I want people to get how much God loves them and how much he cares for them, and that there's nothing they can ever do that God can't undo or God wouldn't love them, that there's nothing.
So just these sweet words of the song, it just goes on, and I just love it. So let this song to you encourage you this morning as you go out through your week. And I pray that God's blessings flow to you, your worship team, your church, your people. Love you. Be sure to check us back out. Coming this Tuesday, we have more guests. Also, we have our fantastic webinar with Chris Bachet coming up next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Be sure to go to WTTU.co, look at the events page, and you'll see the calendar and everything that's coming, what we've already done, and we have a lot of new stuff and more stuff coming. So I pray that today's broadcast ministered to your soul and to your heart. And please take this and share it with somebody who is in need. Love you, and we'll see you guys very soon. Bye. See you back very, very soon. Bye.
This has been a Worship Team Training broadcast and digital production with your host and training director, Brannon Dempsey. Worship Team Training provides live workshops and online resources to help inspire, create, and transform the leading of worship. We'll see you again right here on worshipteamtraining.com.